Symbolism for the magnetic rings. This formation manages to show the 3 magnetic rings and the presence of hydrogen. What may be an interesting point is that previously, the 2 hydrogen dots have been shown together in a normal diatomic state, as H2. This means that normally the 2 hydrogen atoms would be joined to each other. However, in this case, the hydrogen atoms are seen apart from each other, perhaps floating freely as monatomic hydrogen. The areas shaded in red represent the different magnetic rings. Here, the connection with hydrogen is visible in only magnetic ring 1 and 3. Magnetic ring number 2 is still related to hydrogen, however the connection is not direct. There are no hydrogen dots in the area for ring 2. Again, the connection with hydrogen is visible in only magnetic ring 1 and 3. Confirmation: areas of hydrogen around both magnetic rings 1 and 3. Although it is not shown, remember, the octahedron would go at the center of this formation. Hydrogen expelled from the center area moves outwards through the magnetic rings. It moves into layer 3 of the water sphere. While inside the octahedron, hydrogen is modified. This modification is likely related to its electrical signature, meaning changes to electrons and orbital patterns. One formation appears to contain technical information about this process. It also shows that microwaves are at least in large part responsible for the change. This occurs inside the octahedron, at the center of the water sphere. This formation shows the merging of the elements into layer 3. And here. In both of these examples we see the same symbol. This is the same symbol we saw here, representing the exact same idea. Elements from the magnetic rings move into layer 3. Obviously no coincidence. It gets better and better. Here, we can see this exact same symbol again. It just happens to cover the bottom half of this formation. The bottom half. Sound familiar? (2003). Notice how each of the 3 magnetic rings are symbolized here. The 3rd magnetic ring comes into contact with layer 3 of the water sphere. This connection is shown here. Notice, only the 3rd magnetic ring is in contact with the external layer of many circles. To learn more, we need to examine this symbol in more detail. There are 2 circles. One of them is inside the loop. The other is outside. One part of the symbol represents the portion of the ring which is immersed in hydrogen. The other part of the symbol not inside the loop represents the other portion. The flow of hydrogen. We can see hydrogen makes contact with the layer 3, while the other part of the magnetic ring without hydrogen does not make contact. Notice the circles. Here are the circles again. This formation can be read from left to right. Here, we just happen to see the hydrogen symbol coming into contact with the circles. This is exactly the same conclusion we derived from the previous formations. At the point of contact with layer 3, hydrogen turns back into water. We will examine why this might happen in a moment. The symbol shows 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom joining back into water. Now we can also identify this version of water. The same process. Microwaves. There are 2 different types of designs which show the presence of microwaves. Design 2. It is design 2 that is important here. Here, we can clearly see microwaves over the 3 magnetic rings. There are many examples which show microwaves leading into the circles. So we know that microwaves are related here. The microwaves are part of what's responsible for the hydrogen turning back into water. If all this is a coincidence, then why do we continue to find incredible conformations? Here is an amazing international formation. The magnetic rings are here. Then a symbol of electromagnetic radiation to represent the microwaves. This one formation alone is so validating. The perfect symbols in the perfect place. Every single time.